dropping that knowledge on you.
I could not make this shit up.
With Kev Nash.
Oh, Hercules.
DJ Killer Kev.
Boss.
And Dizzle.
Let me tell you, boys, you can't make that shit up.
Inside. Real deal. Straight up.
Are you crazy?
Hottest stories from the world of hip-hop.
This is Ludacris.
It's the big boss, Rick Ross.
What up? It's your boy Young Jeezy. This is 50 Cent.
Sports.
Some of those dunks were the most incredible dunks I've ever seen.
And what's popping in the DYT.
I couldn't make this shit up. I couldn't make this shit up if I tried. I'm sad that I lack the talent to make this shit up.
Here's Kev Nash, DJ Killer Kev, and Dizzle.
You Can't Make This Up podcast, Kev Nash.
DJ Killer Kev.
Hey, Dizzle.
Episode
397 episodes of You Can Make It Up.
Shouts out to everybody tapping in on YouTube, Facebook, as well as IG. You know how we do, man. Fellas, how was the 4th of July weekend?
Man. Oh, shit. Yeah, I forgot. I'll be feeling like so much to be happening in these 1 week breaks we be having. But shit was cool. It wasn't like the old days where the parents will buy thousands of dollars in fireworks. But it definitely was a vibe. We went to my wife's people's crib in Columbus. They complex has like a big ass, they got 2 big ass pools. So we hit that up. They was doing a cookout. So we went there, cooked out the first night, drinking a whole bunch. And then on the 4th, crazy story. It's a crazy story. But yeah, on the 4th, that was the actual cookout. So they did a 2-day deal. But I was tired as hell on the 4th. So I left early and my wife stayed there. So my phone died driving back, and she's checking the tracker. Me and the little one heading back from Columbus. My phone dies. She checked the tracker. It shows that we're like in a ditch near a river somewhere. And it was like, if you check the tracker, it tells you how long they've been at that location. It was said that we were there for 20 minutes. So she's calling me. My phone's dead. And she's losing it. Like, she don't know what's going on. So my phone died at the beginning of the trip. So literally 45 minutes is going by. She's hit me up on all accounts, like trying to see what's going on. She done called 911, like frantic, like, yo, I'm tracking my husband and my son, and it says that they're way over here. Can you check, like, what's going on? So eventually I get home and call her, like, all right, we made it in. And then I see all the texts, all the calls on Instagram. She's crying, like, as I'm like, she's like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, she was going crazy. And I'm like, yeah, my phone died. We good. Just checking on you. And she's already on the way with her friend. It was just a crazy 1-hour drive. Other than that, though, the 4th,
me and Twin good.
Yeah, we was chilling.
Man,
it was.
Wow.
She said that. Yeah, she said it was a traumatic hour for her.
Understandably.
Yeah.
Sure.
I've been busy, man. Couple real estate deals kicking up. Got a couple DJ gigs. Yeah, let me get the applause for myself, because since the 4th, this last week, I have been working, man, knowing that I got these trips, so I got to make the money to spend the money.
Yeah, for sure.
That's been it for me.
As for me, man, this is the first 4th of July in probably a decade that I was off the entire weekend, like completely off, no responsibilities with work. Got to enjoy a 4th of July weekend. I'm not banking on that happening again in the near future, but I sure did enjoy this one. On the
How you pull that off?
Man, just the luck of the draw. Honestly, the luck of the draw. Other previous years we worked with the city of Dayton doing their fireworks. They weren't having the big street festival. They were just doing the fireworks. So that didn't work out. City Moraine, we do their fireworks. That didn't work out. Americana in Centerville, that didn't work out. Like, this stuff, this didn't line up. with them placing buys with the stations and everything like that. So it was like, well, there's nothing happening. There was no remotes. Like normally we out at least like a car dealership, like on the Saturday morning or at the drive-in theater, like the day after the 4th of July. None of those came through. Like absolutely none of them. And I was like, damn, well, okay. Like I'm not gonna push the issue. I'm gonna enjoy this here weekend off. And I did, man. It was awesome, man. On Wednesday, I actually got to see the legendary Ike B. Shouts out to Ike B. He DJs down there at the Barrel House for Wu-Tang Wednesday. So, that was right up my alley with a whole bunch of, 90s hip hop. You know what I'm saying? My first time being down there. The only bad part about it is they were going to have the barbecue food truck out there, but the food truck got a flat and they didn't show up. But it was good vibes down there on a Wednesday. Then on the 4th, actually got to go to Americana in Centerville as just as a guest, you know what I'm saying, to check out the whole scene. Haven't been able to do that in years. Normally when I'm working Americana, I'm either driving in the parade, working the tent for the station at the street fair, or running the fireworks or something like that. So just to be able to go out there and just hang out with some friends and just kick it was awesome.
It wasn't raining? It was raining like a motherfucker in Columbus.
It rained earlier in the day and the bugs were out. The flying ants were out on Thursday.
Oh.
Yeah, so Wednesday and Thursday, to be honest. Yeah, so did that, then got out with Boo That Man, aka RDP, and his wife. We was over there playing cards and playing spades, just kicking it, hanging out. Then yesterday was up at the Green. They had a seltzer festival. So you go up there, you like buy like a ticket, and then you get like 20 seltzer samples, and you just hang out at the Green all day. They had music up there. It was real big chill, man. Fun times to enjoy the 4th of July. And today, actually got out there, rode my bike for the first time this season, which is crazy for me that I haven't rode my bike yet, and watched the brand new Beverly Hills Cop movie, man. So it's been super chill today, basically recovering because nigga was tired. Yesterday, I'm not going to lie. We got home like about 9:30, 10 o'clock. I took a shower and went immediately to bed. So I missed all the late night kicking it on Saturday, but, it was a solid 4th of July weekend.
Dope. As for your boy, only had the one day off. So I done forgot already that the 4th was this week because I was back to work Friday, wedding Saturday, and work today, Sunday. So, but as for the 4th, man, let's see where do I start. I'm getting old, man. I gotta look at the calendar and go back and look at
It'd be like that.
So I know Wednesday you was talking about them flying ants. We got out Wednesday night for a little bit and walking into my boy's house. My wife hit me with the I look back, she's going crazy. Yeah. So I'm like
walking to a big family of them and shit. Yeah. That should be the worst.
Car was covered. It was disgusting. Thursday though, I did have an off day and got out the house on the early side, took the kids. Don't give me the line. I think it's called Inside Out 2, something like that. Took them to the movies, dropped them off, rode around, enjoyed my time, had some good eats, pulled up on a few friends. Nothing too crazy, but then Friday, so that was Thursday, I pulled up on Cousin D. He had the cookout and kind of small gathering, just his intermediate family. And Friday he hit me with my cousin running it back. I was like, maybe. And you know how you like trying to do stuff and your day's just full. And like you said, I'm tired. I want to take a nap. I put the address in the GPS. It's literally on my way home. Like it was no deviation. It was just a sign off the way home. I'm like, I'll pull up. So that ended up lasting for a couple hours. And then just ran around with the kids. Took my oldest to work. She had to work. And then she ended up getting off work, going to see fireworks. And I was proud of my middle child, though, because she's my introvert. And she actually went to my wife's sister's house to watch the Inglewood fireworks. And she wasn't happy with the view. So being 15, she lives very close to Centennial Park. She says, hey, I'm going to walk over to this field over here by UDF so I can see them better. And I'm like, you are going to at night in the field? Let's see this shit. So But she did. She went and watched the fireworks and walked home and had her little 15-year-old moment. I was proud. Okay, she finally got a little courage to go do something outside. So, it was right back to work Friday. Had a wedding to do yesterday. Man, the wedding was cool. I want to share some details of that off pod. But the dope thing about the wedding was I walk in, it's at a hotel. I've done numerous hotel weddings. You're walking in trying to figure out where to go. First thing I hear, "Hey, yo, killer!" I'm looking like Austin Landon. I'm looking, who's hollering killer? Then I hear it again. I said AP. So shouts to my boy AP, man. I know that's Kev's close friend and avid pod listener. Shouts to AP. And I felt super comfortable. He got the wife a glass of wine, got me a beer, so he took care of us. I should have wanted to shout him out for that. Appreciate you for that. But that wasn't the only shout out. So then as I go through the room, a hotel manager, I assume, used to be at a different hotel that I did Q Year's Eve for years and years and years. So I walk in, he like, "What's up, Kev?" He like, so that was two. And then you shout out IB, the legend. I'm shout out the legend B Scott. The big homie DJ B Scott was in the building. He was staying at the hotel on coincidence. So couple more beers, couple more shots came my way. We met the wife, but it was dope to see him. I haven't seen him in a very long time, so it was dope to get the shout outs and get the love all weekend. And back to work today, back to work tomorrow. So.
Not to try to trump you or anything like that, but Ron Hunter DJs over there at OSG, and only time I ever see Ron is when he's working. But I saw him up there at the Green on Saturday, man. He was like, "Man, where's Lululemon at?" And I was like, "Around the corner." He's like, "Yeah, my daughter over there running my credit card up. I got to stop her." Shout out to the OG Ron Hunter, man. Got to see him outside of his element this weekend as well, man. So,
yes,
we active this 4th of July weekend, man. Hope everybody had a good time celebrating safely and everything like that. But, we got mad topics, man. I'm just looking at this list of things that we got to talk about, man. We ain't got a lot of time, man, because niggas got to go back to work tomorrow, man. So let's just jump into it, man. Dizzle, what's popping in the world of sports, man?
All right, man. We got some free agency moves, man. The NBA is good to have at least a few stars on the move.
So as we in the pod too. So we in the pod. Watch for some more news because every time we in the pod, it gets rolling. So
that's facts.
I'm pulling up Twitter right now.
First one, Klay Thompson ends his tenure with the Warriors and is signed with the Dallas Mavericks.
3 years, $50 million.
3 years, 3 year, $50 million. Does this matter?
I think it's a little, to me, it's a little light than what some other people. If y'all gonna give Obi 4 and 60, I think Klay could get a little more. But to play with Kyrie and Luka, they need a shooter. That's what everybody kind of says is they both having to play 35 minutes and both score 30 to win. Well, hopefully that goes down to 25 or 20 now. So hopefully Klay still got some juice left. I think he does. I think it's a good pickup. It does matter to where now you can't really double nobody. So somebody gonna have an open shot.
So what's the starting lineup? Luka, Kyrie, Klay, PJ Washington, and Lively. That's the starting five, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I think that.
So we're saying this is going to be the piece to get them the ring, right? This is what we're assuming.
I think it puts them back in contention to get to the Final Four. That's what I'll say. They'll get to the conference chip.
Contend.
I mean, they were contenders without him. Without him. They just played in the finals. So, like, if we're talking about contender, they still a contender because it's not because they got Klay, it's because they got Luka. That's why they a contender. It ain't because they got Klay. Like, you got Luka. That's why you're a contender. If we're talking about putting a ring on it, nah, this ain't it. I mean, what Klay was, he ain't it no more. It's no fault of his own. It ain't even like because he's older or anything like that, because he's not really that old. It's because of the injuries, man. He's not the defender that he used to be. You know what I'm saying? He's still a good shooter, but he, there was moments in his career where he could take the ball. Yeah, blew his Achilles and his knee out. So there was points in his career where he actually put the ball on the ground and went to the lane a little bit. But now he's strictly a catch and shoot player without the defense to go with it. So no, this is not going to be the move to get them to. It's not going to get them that.
I'll say it matters because you always want to get better, and they got better. I think they only lost Derrick Jones, he was a good piece, but if you can swap out one for the other, I'd take Clay. So they got better, but damn, so did OKC. You already know the Timberwolves ain't going nowhere, the Nuggets ain't going nowhere. So, like you said, Cal, I don't know if this is enough.
Remind me, who else did OKC just get? They got Caruso and they just got somebody else.
Hartenstein.
There you go. Yeah.
Off of a good playoff run.
Yeah, that's huge.
Good season, actually. A good season.
That's huge.
Next up, we got PG. Paul George goes to the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm assuming this matters, but are they gonna be? I'm gonna ask. Are they gonna be healthy? That's the real question.
No.
4-year, 212.
Killer is our capologist here. He knows all the numbers. No, it ain't gonna matter. No, it ain't gonna be healthy. Like, when have they been healthy? When has Embiid been healthy for an entire season? When has Paul George? I guess this last season was his most healthy season in the last couple years. No, they're gonna get hurt because I'm a person that believes in history.
I know. So he got the Kobe Bryant, Philly vibe, number 8. You know what I'm saying? Got the bean in him. No. All right. Now I'm with you 100%.
He wore 24 for Kobe when he was with the Pacers. Switched to 13 with the Pacers and OKC. Wore 13 with the Clippers. Now he's switching to 8. Kobe's old number. Yeah, we're not buying it. We don't believe you.
Yeah.
We don't believe you. I like you, PG, but I didn't know. Nope.
I actually personally like this for the Philly though. I think with Maxey, Embiid, and PG, I think it helps a lot. So
it's an upgrade.
It's a big upgrade because you got yeah, for sure, and you still got to compete with the Bucks when healthy, the Knicks with Mikal Bridges. We don't know what they about to do when they healthy with Julius Randle. So they had to make some moves just to even get in that conversation.
Fair.
Next one, we got Chris Paul to the San Antonio Spurs. How old? Wait, let's look up how old he is, man, because that matters.
Hey Siri,
how old to get a one year deal? I think it was like 10 or 11.
39.
It's 11.
Yeah, man.
Woo! Almost old as us, Killer.
Yeah, that's why he got a 1 year deal.
Y'all have all seen, I'm sure y'all seen the Chris Paul effect graphic of every single team he's been on, where they were and what he's been able to do with them. Every team has gotten better. But damn, 39-year-old Chris Paul with the alien Wemby, like, is that the match that we was looking for?
Playoffs. Guarantee.
Really?
They're making the playoffs. They are making the playoffs. Chris Paul is one of the best point guards of all time. Like, I was just recently watching this little video, and they were ranking Chris Paul against point guards like Jason Kidd, Isaiah Thomas, Steve Nash, and like those guys. And I went through it. I was like, yeah, I'm taking Chris Paul over all them dudes outside of Isaiah Thomas.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
Outside of Isaiah Thomas, I'm taking him over Jason Kidd. I'm taking him over Steve Nash. I'm taking him over John Stockton. Chris Paul is a great basketball player, man. I mean, we live in a ring culture, which is fine. That's what we play the game for, is rings and to accumulate as many rings as possible. Obviously, he has none right now, and I don't think he'll ever get one. But, it's a lot to be said to take that OKC team that he went back to where Shea was recently traded there, got them to the playoffs. There's a lot of credit to be deserved there. And I think they're going to make the playoffs with Wemby. I think he's going to be that floor general that he's always been, that pain in the ass, and make people play harder and put people in a position to win basketball games. I say they make the playoffs.
I unfortunately had to disagree. I think the
no love for the old niggas.
that's why I disagree, because he's an old and that injury bug been biting his ass for a minute. And
True.
to put him on a team to where he's gonna be the commander in chief, that's a lot of strain day to day. And I just don't see him lasting. I think it's gonna be a great fit, but I think Father Time waits for no one, and I think it's just gonna run out of gas.
Yeah, and I think they got a guard, like a pickup from the draft. He looked all right in the summer league, so he gonna get a lot of minutes. So we gonna see though. Tatum, biggest contract is this in history? 5 years, 314 million.
Divide that by 5, 62.8 a year.
Nigga.
Y'all think they gonna go back bike to bike? Healthy Porzingis, Tatum on a tear. They really ran through the whole league last season. This season, I mean,
They ain't lose nobody, right?
Nah. I
So
would put more money that they would than anybody else. I mean, who y'all think their biggest comp is? The Knicks or the Bucks?
I honestly think the Knicks is gonna shock the world this year. I think they're gonna be up there.
Ooh.
They're gonna be up there because
Oh.
that chemistry can't be bought, and they bought it.
Yeah.
I would say
I'm
the
being real
Knicks.
disrespectful. I'm being real disrespectful by totally discrediting Philly in that whole scenario. By the way,
I don't think they're going to be healthy, but yeah, I would say the Knicks, because they was missing a lot of pieces, and still was able to do what they were able to do. Yeah, the pickups has been great. I do think the Celtics can repeat because they've been in this scenario so often, and finally getting over the hump. I think they can do it again. I think they can. Shit. If they can keep this squad together, I don't see nobody stopping them for real.
yeah,
They've
man,
been
they
good for a
legit.
long time.
Yeah, I was talking to one of my dudes about it. Like, you know how that work, man. Once you get over the hump, you get that pressure off you, and now you have all that experience going into the playoffs. And shoot, as many games as Brown and Tatum played during the regular season, they probably gonna dial back a little bit during the regular season. They're probably gonna bust in some of those load management games and stuff like that to make sure they're absolutely healthy for the playoffs, because that's what it's really all about. I do like what Denver is doing. Retooling that bench. Obviously, we talked about it last week with them drafting Deron Holmes. They got Sarge from, who is it Sarge just with? I know he was with the Suns a couple years ago, but they retooling that bench. So the only team I really think that would give the Celtics a run for their money would be the Knicks and the Denver Nuggets.
Nobody from the West. Oh, you said Nuggets. Okay. Yeah. All right. What else we got? LeBron. Oh, let's not skip on Donovan Mitchell. 3-year, $150 million maximum contract extension to stay with the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Whoa! I sense a little jealousy, a little hate in that tone.
Is this running from the grind? Is what I'm thinking.
Is there a better team out there? Is there a better team? Is there a better team outside the champs and the Knicks out there? I don't think so. Team? Better players, yes, but team.
So you're not giving it to Philly at all?
No. I'm a big fan of Tyrese Maxey for sure. But we talking about team. Y'all know how I feel about Dame and Giannis, but we're talking about team.
If Philly and Cavs go head to head in the first round, the Cavs is out of there, and it's another year wasted of Donovan Mitchell's talent. These 3 years is just going to be 3 years of him scoring 40, scoring 50. He might even get 60, and I ain't gonna see none of this in the playoffs. Like, it's not really about to be no real smoke for Donovan Mitchell, man. This look a little running from the grind for me, because did they even pick up anybody else? Did they get better other than just re-signing Donovan? What they doing with the big man, Jared and the other dude,
Mobley,
Evan Mobley? Yeah,
running it back. They got a new coach. Shouts out the new coach coming there to run a new offensive scheme. Cats wasn't getting along with JB Bickerstaff. JB was good for building a young team, but this team got high aspirations. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it running it back. You don't need to make moves just to make moves. Like, all right, we're gonna sign this dude to a big contract. What you want them to sign? Tobias Harris, like the Detroit Pistons did, give him $52 million to put up 6 points in a closeout game. Now we good.
If they would have picked up Hartenstein, I would even like. You gotta get a big man. We all know that's where y'all lacking. Y'all got the lanky, tall dudes that ain't working out, man.
You need a thug.
They in the same boat as they was these last years, man. It's not what y'all got ain't enough.
Big leap for Evan Mobley coming soon.
Yeah, I like this.
Tell him, killer.
I like this. Go Cavs.
Yeah. Let the homers shine.
That's funny. All right, LeBron James, 2 years, 104 max deal since the Lakers can't sign nobody else.
Nobody.
This is crazy, man.
Trey Young is all you got left.
No, DeRozan.
LeGM, right? LeGM. That's what you said last week. LeGM, right? LeGM.
Hey, man. Hey, man.
He's a GM, so he can't make it happen. Not the Lakers,
busy.
right?
He busy with the Olympics. If the Olympics weren't around,
now it's on the GM. It's not the GM. Got it.
DeRozan to the Kings after for years saying Lakers, yo, make it happen. They couldn't even sign the hometown kid, man.
GM ain't on his grind. He too busy worried about other things.
But this 2-year deal, I know we have all done the math. Bryce has the opportunity to come in the league at that time. Is this? I think Kev, didn't you say this was the best market? Like, what did you say? Best agent?
Oh, absolutely. Now,
yeah,
I poke fun at LeBron James constantly, and that's like kind of my job in life. But there's no question that he's like the smartest basketball or smartest athlete of all time. Like, he's getting every single dollar that's out there that's owed to him. And to be perfectly honest, this is a bargain deal for LeBron James, giving him $50 million a season. Like, he's packing every road venue, he's packing every home venue. And let's be honest, without him, they would not be in the playoffs. This is a great value deal for the Lakers. And when he makes the Lakers draft his other son, it's going to be a good deal for him as well. I don't know if it's going to be a deal for the Lakers, but hey, it's going to be good for him. We all know that. He is out for self. And I can't knock him for it.
This turned into David Ruffin and the Pips. Boy, this turned must be a whole bunch of Ruffins.
Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis.
Right. That's all they. I mean, I personally love it. I think it's the LeBron doing his part. He aligned himself to say, hey, you put the work in, I can make a few phone calls. JJ owe me something.
Yeah. Bronny signing a 4-year deal worth $7.9 million.
I don't know for a 55th second round.
No,
it's not.
It's not. Some other late second rounders have also signed some deals. So this is the first time. I think it's all in the ballpark. Yeah,
okay.
We can do a quick Google if you care to. The second round.
I just wanted to know because
NBA
it feel like they showing him like he was pick number 12 and he times 3.5, 2.5.
Yeah. There was a couple other second rounders that ended up signing some deals. I saw it on Twitter. I didn't fact check it, but Kev, your zip lips. You don't have any comment about Bronny's deal. You're good.
Man, I got comments about it. 4 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 2 for 9 in 21 minutes. That's what I got to say.
It's the summer league.
Yeah, first day.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's the summer league.
He still be starting.
Cool. Summer league. Summer league.
Everybody have a blunder summer league, man. Wembanyama had a bad summer league game last year, man. I remember it. Like,
you know who didn't have a bad summer league?
Who's that?
His daddy. His daddy didn't. You know who else didn't have a bad summer league? D Wade.
You talk about the all-time greats, man. Stop it.
I'm just saying. You know who else didn't have a bad summer league? Joker, also a second round pick. Just saying, man. Just saying.
So now it's solidified. You're hating now. This is
now that was hate. That was 100% hate. That was hate.
okay.
That was big time hate. And he's
I
not
was
playing
gonna say,
tonight,
ain't
by
no
the way.
hiding.
He's not playing tonight, by the way. I was
Is he?
looking.
That's
He's not playing tonight. He's swollen knee. Say he's gonna play on Wednesday though, but he's not playing tonight.
okay.
Already
Hope he
game
heals up.
management, baby. We getting ready for the season. Low management, baby.
Oh my god. Shout out to Kimber Walker.
Yeah.
Announces his retirement from basketball. Do we have his stats? Anybody got his
Man.
stats up?
No
All
stats
time
for me.
Charlotte Hornets. Is his number getting retired?
Absolutely for the Charlotte
Okay.
Hornets / Bobcats, 100%. I mean, they ain't got a lot of dudes out there to be, showing a lot of love to. Maybe if you want to show some love to Larry Johnson, maybe Kendall Gill, some dudes like Muggsy Bogues or something like that. But other than that, man, they ain't really got a lot of dudes to show a lot of love to. I mean, I know they made it to. I think they made it to the playoffs once or twice during his time. They got swept. But like, I'm always gonna remember Kemba for what he did in college, and me being a Syracuse basketball fan, to actually appreciate and root for Kemba Walker, and he went to UConn, that's Syracuse's big rival. Like that step back jumper he had in the Big East tournament over that dude from Pitt is legendary. You know what I'm saying? So he had a hell of a college career, good NBA career. Things ain't work out with him and the Celtics. Went overseas, hanging it up. Salute to Kemba.
If I'm not mistaken, wasn't he drafted by Jordan? No, wasn't that like a hand pick?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
so-
Yep.
Yeah, he legend for sure. That step back need to be in a statue outside of UConn.
Absolutely. I was watching his when he made the announcement on Melo's podcast, he was just talking like, what was like kind of like the switching moment for himself or whatever. And he was like, yeah, my second year in the league, they brought in some veterans or whatever. And like halfway through the first season, I was like doing a whole bunch of deferring or whatever, letting the veterans do it. And MJ called him into the office and was like, hey, I didn't draft you to defer. I draft you to score. Do what you did at UConn, and like he was averaging like 15 points, and then he took that 15 points and put it up to like 25 points that back half of that season. And he was a beast out there. You know what I'm saying? Small guards to do the things that he did in the league is not easy. Anybody gonna say like, oh man, he's an all-time great or nothing like that, but like he was a hell of a player.
Mm-hmm. Shout outs to him. Moving to the W. Have y'all been watching any of the games?
Oh yeah, tuned in.
Always tapped in. Always tapped into the dub.
Yeah, we got Angel Reese tying Candace Parker for the most consecutive double-doubles in WNBA history. Shout out to Angel Reese. Yeah, she's been going off. Her and Caitlin Clark have been named WNBA All-Stars. They doing some dope shit. They doing like an Olympic versus the W, or I don't know how they got it set up, but it's like the Olympic squad versus everybody else that ain't on the Olympics.
Olympic team got to smack the shit out of them.
You think
Taylor
so?
gonna see why she
Hell
didn't get
yeah.
picked up.
They don't fucking stand a chance.
She gonna see why she didn't get picked up.
I'm looking at the other squad though, like not the Olympic squad, and they got some hoopers on there. Like
Yeah, for sure.
Is it from the Dallas Wings? I'm gonna learn some of these names, but
Arika
she got the dual sleeves. So yeah, she a hooper. Shorty from the Connecticut Sun, Carrington, she a hooper.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch.
Oh yeah, I'm tapped in for sure. I guess
Yeah.
for me, the biggest thing about the WNBA All-Star is I know there's the beef or the rivalry between Caitlin and Angel Reese. If those two were ever to play on the same team, watch out. Because what do we see the biggest problem with Caitlin Clark's teammates? They can't catch the ball. They can't catch the ball and finish in traffic. That's all Angel Reese does is catch the ball and finish in traffic. She's basically our NBA version of a rim runner in the WNBA, using her athleticism, outrunning everybody else, catching it, making layups. Like that's all she really do is her hustle.
She be flicking that bitch.
Yeah,
I don't
she
even
be
know how
having
to
these
do it.
crazy ass angles. She left-handed. So like if Caitlin Clark was dropping those dimes to Angel Reese that her teammates be dropping, she's not gonna drop them. She's gonna catch it and make the easy bucket. So like we're about to see that on display in the WNBA All-Star game, and then 4 years from now we're gonna see that on the Olympic stage, man. So this is just a preview.
Yeah, here for it.
Moving to the Olympics, we got some Olympic. What's it? Quincy Wilson, 16 years old. Have y'all seen this kid running out here with the
Yeah.
grown man?
Nigga.
Sub 45, sixth place in a field that was stacked. These kids is coming. I used to talk shit about high school kids because I felt like they was littler than we were when we were in high school. I just felt like the development was different, and now I'm seeing some numbers out there in multiple events that look like these young boys is out here working.
Shout out to him, man. I just watched the documentary on Netflix, Sprint. So it's all about a whole bunch of Olympic sprinters qualifying and everything like that. And it dawned on me, like, a lot of these runners are chasing records that were set back in the 80s. And for a 16-year-old to be able to even compete, like, we can debate about, like, okay, Jordan is the GOAT, LeBron is the GOAT, Kobe's the GOAT. No, Kareem is the GOAT. We can have these debates because those are objective. Something that's not objective is the clock. Hey, if you run faster than that person did, that means you faster. So the fact that this dude is only 16 years old and competing with dudes that's twice his age is crazy.
Yeah. That person you just saw over my shoulder was 16, and she going to a sleepover. She ain't going to no Olympics. That shit blew my mind. Like, that could be my child out there. Like, Jesus.
16 is crazy.
Right. So he's headed to Paris, part of the 4x4 Olympic relay squad. So we'll definitely be tuned in for that.
Yeah, that's super dope.
What else we got? So last thing, kind of moving over to a sad note. I haven't seen too much on this actually, but the Minnesota Vikings rookie cornerback Kyrie Jackson and two of his former college teammates were killed in a car crash. Did y'all see this?
Yeah, I saw it, unfortunately, man. Sad news, man. I mean, like you said, him and two of his high school teammates, you know, they also played college football too, you know what I'm saying, all under the age of 24, died in a car crash. You know, they were, you know what I'm saying, hanging out or whatever back in their hometown around like 3 o'clock in the morning, headed to wherever they was headed. And I guess they got like hit by an oncoming car that was traveling at a high speed, and they got like kind of like T-boned. I unfortunately saw the wreckage on Twitter, and yeah, it wasn't nobody making out of that situation, man. That's super sad.
Yeah, that's sad to be drafted, work all that work. Not to say like this is the comparison, but to be drafted and not even get a chance to live out that dream. I know that's just got to be crushing for everyone involved, the whole community, because you make it that far, you got a bunch of people behind you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I know that's tough for I think he was from that area, that Maryland area. So
yeah, man. I mean, he had a hell of a grind too. I mean, he I think he believed he went to like a JUCO and then went to Bama. You know what I'm saying? Got some trouble at Bama, ultimately transferred to like another JUCO, then transferred to Oregon. So like he didn't pay his dues and had like hardships and lumps or whatever, and just about to basically reach his goal of making to the NFL. It's heartbreaking, man. And like you said, like he wasn't the only one that passed away. You know what I'm saying? There's other young people that passed away in a situation like that. So prayers out to all those involved and their families.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's it in sports.
Killer, what's popping in the world of entertainment, man?
Man, we got a Diddy update. Can you believe that?
We always do.
So Diddy is trying to sell his LA mansion for $70 million. Dizzle, you mean to get on that? Following the FBI.
What's the math? Yeah, let me do the math real quick.
Vacations will be covered.
3%.
Vacations will be turned.
My commission would be $2.1 million.
Woo! Yeah, you need to get out there. He purchased that house for 40. So it sounds like buying a house in LA for 40 million 10 years ago. Damn near doubles your money.
Damn near double, right?
Yeah. Whew.
Damn.
So that also means that nigga needs some money. So
right.
Can be a good sign. Legal team's gone. He need every penny he got right now.
Fast money done slowed up.
Yeah, man. Also, shout outs to Kendrick, man. He dropped that Not Like Us video. And before we get into this video, I gotta shout out a person I've known since I was in 5th or 6th grade. A classmate of mine named Kenny Taylor. He has moved out to LA 10, 15 plus years ago, and he was the what's it called, assistant director, the AD of that video. So he was working with Dave Freeze and that whole crew that made that video, and he posted some pics, and it looked like he recorded that or had the idea for that family shot. So he seemed to be putting in some work out there. So shouts to my guy Kenny, man. But we got to think about the video. After it dropped and it had like 2 million views, so I knew it was coming with some heat. So
I have a question.
What up?
And this is mainly for the Kendrick fan of the pod. I mean, we're all Kendrick fans, but the person that knows most about Kendrick. Shouts out to my cousin, because he's been saying this probably about 3 or 4 weeks that Kendrick is going to win a Grammy off this. Dizzle, in your mind, if Kendrick wins a Grammy off of this record, does this make Not Like Us the best diss record of all time?
It might be that without the Grammy. Because what else is in the running? I only know a few of them. Honestly, Hit 'Em Up. That's the main one I know. What would be better than Hit 'Em Up or Not Like Us?
I would say No Vaseline by Ice Cube and still Drake back to back are still high quality diss records.
So if those are in the running, for me, Not Like Us is the best diss track. It's a summer smash. Where I would say Drake back to back was a smash.
Yes.
I'm not putting Not Like Us. I mean, I'm not putting back to back over Not Like Us. At this point, that's not happening. The damage that Drake did to Meek.
Because Meek is not on the caliber of Drake.
It's
because of the artist. It's because of the artist that he's going at. It's just insane. I'm still standing on this, that I think Euphoria is a far better song, like way better. But it's not about my personal opinion. It's about the masses and what it's doing on social media. And not only what it's doing on social media, it's like the gift that keeps on giving, because every time it's like losing momentum, there's something else that happens. Like, okay, 4th of July weekend, everybody's doing everything, and and then boom, everybody's phones start blowing up, and we were out at Boo That Man, aka RDP's crib. Everything stopped. Everybody watched the video on their phone. Then we got back to playing cards, and that was the topic of conversation again. So like every time it slows momentum, there's something else that happens. So Kendrick, you are on 10.
My mood changed this weekend after seeing the vibes when I dropped that song. And I used to say like Line Dances was like the go-to wedding song. Man, I dropped that Not Like Us. There was babies that couldn't talk. Wah. I mean, it was crazy to see. And then that night, I went over D's house. His daughter is just humming, probably A minor. I'm like, yo, what is happening? Like, this shit is everywhere, and it ain't stopping. So, to me, greatest diss track of all time. And he would win that Grammy.
Oh, yeah.
I agree. I think it's going to happen. I do have an observation about this whole situation is it's not going anywhere, because it's going to be a die-down period in, like, August. But you know what happens in September? College football.
Oh.
College football. The college football fan base, the bands are going to play that at college football games. You think for 1 second that the band at Colorado not going to play that? You think for 1 second the band at LSU's not gonna play that after a big victory over Alabama or something like that? You
All
think,
the California teams.
yeah, USC? Come on, man, they gonna get it on, so it's gonna bring new life to it again. So, Dizzle, you talked about the remix. What's your thoughts on the remix? Potential remix?
That's coming. It's coming. They gonna have it's all LA, so he gonna find some LA niggas to hop on it. I'm sure YG, I'm sure Snoop, I'm sure everybody ready to hop. Yeah,
I thought the
It's
three
happening.
of us was in a very high percentage of the population of petty. Kendrick is way above us on the petty scale. This
He
shit,
ain't got
boy.
shit on petty calves.
Yeah, he is out here.
I'm hoping we get an album with this sound. I know the intro to the video was like a snippet of a song. That shit sound fire.
Yeah.
And that sound like a bop. My elbow, your elbow start going
Yeah,
up.
you gotta get out. Yeah, you gotta
And
start
that beat, yeah, that's another one of those ones. And I'm liking the sound. It's a LA sound. I don't think we got just a LA sound an album from him. So hopefully that's what we get.
Yeah.
This man had the wife and kids in there. Blood walking, crip walking, whatever they was walking.
Yeah.
Man.
Great to see. Speaking of great to see and an album coming, are y'all interested in Eminem's The Death of Slim Shady dropping this week? This coming Friday?
I pray this is the death of Slim Shady. I want Eminem. I do not want Slim Shady.
Correct.
Because I don't even think we talked about it on the pod. That Houdini record, I fucking hate it. I hate that song.
Is that the new song?
I fucking hate that song. That song, I can't.
The wife was talking. All these people are remaking people's songs. Eminem just said, "I'm gonna remake my own shit and show y'all I can make this shit work twice." Cause he literally just redid his own shit. And make
That's a great point. I never even thought about it like that. That's a great point.
Crazy.
With that being said, I still hate that. I hate it so much. I don't like it at all. I'm
not necessarily interested. It's hard right now to have anything other than Kendrick Lamar music going because of that way. Like there's not going to be a huge PR push in a week. There's not going to be nothing that stands out or drops that makes everybody run to it. So this is going to have to be from the depths of your fans to get this to be, if it's good, out there. So we'll find out shortly. But
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, I think.
I'm always check for M's music because there's always like a couple smackers on there, but just like the Slim Shady thing, I'm just over it. I guess I'm just done with that stuff.
Moving on, Future and Metro Boomin have canceled 5 dates on their We Don't Trust You tour, including August 2nd show in Milwaukee, August 6th show in Nashville, and a performance in Columbus, Ohio, August 10th. The tour is set to kick off in Kansas City, Missouri on July 30th. Do we know why these dates have been canceled?
Drizzy!
You think so?
Hell
I'm
yeah.
thinking it is I don't know, man. I'm just thinking that they always performing though. Like you see these niggas, if you don't see them on tour, you're gonna see them at a festival somewhere. So I'm like, niggas be out year round now that you touring. Other than the like that, what else was on his album that niggas would want to hear?
Well, I can't think of any song on there that's a solo record from Future that I really like. The joint that he got with Ross, obviously the Kendrick joint. There's the one is Ludacris. Ludacris is on the second album that they did, like the deluxe version. Was it Luda on the second deluxe version? I think Luda was on the. No, I'm thinking. What am I talking about?
A$AP Rocky, The Weeknd,
J. Cole.
Okay.
J. Cole was on the deluxe version. My bad.
Yeah.
This was said
Luda. I can't think of any solo song on there that Future.
That's what I'm saying.
Not at all. Just like on the selfish side, I mean, I was going to the show, and shouts out to the place that I work and the label. I had very, 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 very good seats, and we had a whole weekend planned. Little anniversary action, like, hey, taking you places, you meeting people, type of vibes that was gonna happen, but that's not gonna happen now because the show got canceled.
Well, it might cost you a swipe.
Oh, I ain't paying. No. We don't pay. We don't pay on this side.
I feel that.
I don't make enough to pay.
Right.
These are the perks of the job, and I want all the perks.
Hell yeah. And lastly, I got for entertainment, my favorite person on the internet right now, the Hot Tour girl, Haley Welch, is drawing interest for reality TV shows. Now, would this be up there in the one-hit wonders of the world? Because 30-second viral video of you literally looking like you're having a drunk night with your friend, which is perfectly fine, has led you to this moment here of talking about multiple episodes, a show. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, shout outs to her.
That's what I was about to say. Whatever, squeeze out whatever juice you can get from this moment. Because look what the shorty, what's her, Catch Me Outside. You see what she doing.
Yeah.
Salute to her, man. I mean, I saw a little clip on Twitter, her doing an interview or whatever. She debunked a lot of things about, her dad being a pastor. That's not true. Her being a school teacher. That's not true, or whatever. Like, some of the merch that's out there isn't the quote unquote official merch or whatever, but she's making some money from the official merch. And you know what? Hey, man, people got to cash in when it's their time to cash in, man. Like, she'll never have earning potential like she has right now. So her getting a reality show, put herself in position to make a couple dollars, maybe even a couple dollars for her family, absolutely do it. Off of, something she was, like you said, Killer, a drunken night that went viral. Everybody else going viral, making money. Why not her?
Before we hit the quick hitters, I'm very disappointed that y'all two are here today because someone where y'all live won $138 goddamn million, and it wasn't. And it pisses me off because I knew I was gonna get a house. I knew I was gonna get a house. So Powerball winner in your hometown, where you live. Does that make you play the rest of the year, or you just over it? And...
It's not hit twice. I mean, I've been to that Walmart when it wasn't a super Walmart, like when that shit was just regular. I've been to that shit, man, faithfully. You know what I'm saying? Damn, that's crazy.
Dizzle, you might know him being a lifer of the town. It seems like, or you've been there quite a while. So hopefully you know him, man. Tell him your boy need a little grant, not loan, grant.
How much they say? It's like 130 mil, 137,
139.
Yeah, something like that.
That shit crazy. I saw it and I was like, this is fake. This can't be real.
We gonna know though, because somebody in Hubert about to turn up real quick on something. So we gonna see something, a flying helicopter, Tesla, something gonna be happening out there.
So the crazy thing is, my pops, he's a consistent lotto player. Plays way too much, if you ask me, my brother, and my stepmom. But he plays. He actually won like $2,000 recently. So he sent me the info as well. Like, hey, somebody won. Where you stay? Did you play? Is it you? And I'm like, unfortunately, it's not me. We will not be buying the Nash compound anytime soon.
Right.
It's like, well, you probably should go there because 9 times out of 10, like, that place is hot. That's like the gonna win another time in the near future. Like, normally they win and they're not gonna win the Powerball, but you're gonna win something. So he's suggesting, playing at that Walmart because that spot is hot right now. So
I was gonna say you might not
dollars, man.
They might not run back the jackpot winner, but that 5 without the jackpot ball is still a couple million, I think. So
yeah, hey man, I will settle for $500K.
Hell yeah,
I'm good with that. I mean, I'll gladly take the 139 mil, but I'll settle for $500K, and we'll be good on this side, man.
So yeah.
Indeed, man. We only got 2 quick hitters, man, before we slide up out of here. Number 1 on the docket, the FDA approved an Alzheimer's drug that can slow down the disease for several months. What's your thoughts on that?
Are we slowing it down to speed it back up when it's over? That's what I
Good
don't.
question.
Yeah, so I don't want to delay the inevitable if it's not like, are we slowing it down to where we getting some of that back, or are we just pausing things and then pressing play when we're ready to start back up? So it's like,
That's probably what it sounds like. I mean, because they
Come back more aggressive.
right.
Like, yeah, what's the testing? Who they tested it on some pigs? Like, who they tested on, man?
Right.
For me, y'all know I'm a movie guy, so immediately I went to the Planet of the Apes movies, man, because that's exactly what happened in the Planet of the Apes movie. We always talking about like the machines is taking over. Like in the Planet of the Apes, they tried to make an Alzheimer's drug, and the drug made the monkeys smart and us stupid. Like we are headed towards that. So, shouts out to, you know what I'm saying? Prayers up to everybody that's battling Alzheimer's and everything like that. Nah, man, we need way more testing before y'all need to spread this out to the masses.
Yeah.
And last one, I kind of had a viral moment over the weekend, man. A little viral moment on my Instagram page, because as of today, on this Sunday, we are 9 days away from the EA Sports College Football 25 dropping. And I'm sure everybody on here has seen the classic movie Paid in Full, when Mitch is talking about 10 days, V. 10 days, V. So I chopped that up, and it's saying 10 days until the college football drop. And it's been blowing up on social media. Like I won't say it's viral, but it's a baby viral, because I've got a whole bunch of reposts on that joint.
Hey,
Dope.
shout outs to you, man. And so who's your squad?
The pod.
The pod is always in the link. It's always in the link, for sure. While you're there, liking the post, check out the pod.
Hell yeah.
So who's your squad?
Okay, so I was having this conversation with my brother. And back in the day, 11 years ago, when I had way more time on my hands, I used to run 3 dynasties. 3 of them. So I would run my personal at-home dynasty with Ohio State.
Okay.
And then when I would play online versus like random other people or whatever, just random online play, I would play with Florida State. And then my online dynasty would be whoever conference we're in. So if we're playing in the Big 12, I would pick somebody like a mid-level team. I hate playing like with super power teams in the dynasty. I want to build up a program, whatever. So I wouldn't play with like a Texas or anything like that, or Ohio State like an online dynasty. I always play with like a Maryland, a Texas Tech, or something like that. So as of now, the conversation is us playing in the Big 12, because most Big 12 teams are basically kind of like, you don't want to play in the SEC. Somebody get Alabama and you get stuck with Vanderbilt. Like nobody wants to play those type of games. So right now I'm thinking about playing with Houston in the Big 12. Build them up.
Okay.
Build them up.
You already pre-ordered it?
Oh yeah. We had.
I gotta get on that. So do you get to play early? I know there's some of the pre-orders where you get an early play.
July 16th, my nigga. Your nigga is back.
This is gonna be platinum pack. You bought the expensive one, not the bottom tier. I'm looking at the bottom tier like, damn, because these games is like $60, $65 now. It was $50 for a while.
They're not cheap. They're not cheap at all, man. So yeah, man, like, all the OGs is coming out, man. Like, shouts out to Reg, aka Boo That Man. He gotta buy a system and he gotta buy the game because he coming back. Killer was popping. Come on, get on these sticks.
He already got one. Oh, he getting off camera. I thought he was about to show us the controller.
Nah, I can't do it, man.
With?
If I was to play, I think I would like to rock with Colorado.
That's what I was about to say.
I want
Hell
to see.
yeah.
I want to see what's happening. So.
And they've been releasing so much information about it, how the online dynasty works, like all this type of stuff. They dropping the gameplay video like later this week. They're also dropping the rosters later this week. But I think the coolest part about the new college football is something they do similar on Madden, Dizzle, is they're updating the rosters as the season goes on. So like, back in the day, like once the rosters came out, the game was the game. Like that's it. There's no update because, they didn't have like an agreement or whatever, but like they're supposed to be dropping like 4 updates. So, if your team start out hot, then you're going to get a bump. Your team start out trash. So, yeah, man, I'm here for it.
I'm getting old enough now where I know a player that plays. I might have to roll with Oklahoma.
Yeah, Boomer Sooner,
baby.
Yeah, man.
Have him on in, put him in the starter.
Yeah, man. Nephew is currently ranked the top 10 safety in the freshman recruiting class. I'm very anxious to see what his overall ranking is going to be. EA Sports, if the boy is not at least a 73, there will be smoke in the city.
Yes.
Yes. Well, there is another episode of You Can't Make This Up podcast. Kev Nash.
DJ Killer Kev.
Hey, Dizzle.
We out till next week.
Peace.